Boy, that studio audience is feeling it tonight. Welcome back, everyone, to season 2 of Random Stupid Shit. I got Shell with me here. Shell, how are you doing tonight?
Shell, yeah, doing good. Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Yes, it feels like it's been a little while. A little
It
over a
does. It
month?
does. Our little spring break here.
Yeah,
Did you
well,
have a good vacation?
Yeah, I didn't get to go to Florida like a lot of people do, but I did some stuff. Got some stuff
Did
taken
some
care of.
stuff.
Yeah, I got some stuff taken care of.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. We had some good times on the last season 1. We had 9 episodes. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, had a lot of feedback. Yes, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had
Got
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
fun doing
feedback.
it. It was,
Ready for these episodes. We got some good ones planned, I think.
yeah.
I do believe.
Just some of the episodes we got coming up. What was the subject of today's? What was today's episode?
Embarrassing moments.
Embarrassing moments. Oh yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
Mr.
Nice
Oblivious
feeling,
here.
Mr. Oblivious is what I call you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Oblivious.
Man of few feelings.
before we came on, we were having a discussion about embarrassing moments, and I don't believe I've ever had an embarrassing moment in my life. I don't think I've ever been embarrassed about anything because I really don't care. And it kind of, you don't care, you don't get embarrassed.
I just find amazing the way you dance, sometimes the way you dress.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Now, I didn't say that other people weren't embarrassed of me. I just said I'm not embarrassed of me.
Oh, so, I embarrass other people all the time.
Yeah. People are embarrassed.
I can only think of a handful of really true embarrassing things, but I embarrass people all the time by my mouth, by what I say. Yeah. I have no filter.
Yeah, I mean, like the way I dress, you can ask the wife, the daughter, they're always getting on me. Really? Well, what do you mean, really? This is what I'm wearing. Is there a problem?
Did you go out and buy those clothes? They did, didn't they?
I mean, it's a shirt and a pair of pants. What else does it need to be? I mean, what? So, okay, I'll be honest. And I'll say that I'm on the Croc train.
You're on the what train?
I'm on the Crocs. I love the Crocs.
Oh.
I'm in the Croc camp. I love wearing my Crocs. And the reason why I like wearing my Crocs is they're comfortable. You can slide them on, wear them around, and then if you need to, they got the 2-wheel drive and the 4-wheel drive mode. So if you need to
sport mode.
Yeah, the sport mode. So if you're out in the yard, you put them in 4-wheel drive and then they stay on your feet. They're great. They're very utilitarian. So
yes,
and when you get
garden shoes.
Yeah, and when you get to be my age, utilitarian is good shit.
Yes.
Just like the new tennis shoes I went out and bought are slip-ons. Well, yeah. They are ugly, and
they're ugly.
So I'll wear them out, and the daughter's like, "Really, you wearing those?" Well, I mean, what?
Yeah, I can see that. Because I embarrass your daughter and your wife a whole lot, and I think they're just easily embarrassed. I need to tell them about this 10-year thing. If it don't matter in 10 years, it don't matter, right?
Exactly. I've had this philosophy my entire life that it does not, if you're in a situation and it does not matter 10 years from now, then it don't matter right now. No, it don't.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
These people won't even know my name.
Right.
So we need to stress this because some of the stuff that I say, why are they embarrassed because of what I said? If anybody should be embarrassed, it should be me, right?
Well, and that's the thing. Are you embarrassed?
No, I think the stuff that I say, it might be inappropriate, but it's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
and they'll be snickering and hitting me. So
I don't think I've ever been embarrassed by anything I've said either. I mean, I'll say something and it may
just accept it.
maybe it wasn't the right thing to say, or maybe it was stupid. And, I freely admit that I'll say some stupid shit. But
in school, when like first and second grade, you never like pooped or peed your pants or nothing like that?
oh no, well,
Everybody
yeah, I
has
did.
those
I peed my pants. I can remember that clearly in elementary school. I was too scared to ask the teacher to go to the bathroom. I sat there and peed in my pants, but
You weren't embarrassed about it.
I was just like, well, I mean, it is what it is.
This is what this thing is for.
The funny, the funny
That's
part
what you
about it
thought
is you
then.
get home, and then you get in trouble because you peed your pants, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
So you don't get embarrassed about it. You get concerned. You're like, shit, I'm going to get my ass whipped when I get home because I peed my pants. But,
Yes.
that was a different time. You don't have that.
It was a different time and everything. Now they'd send you to a therapist and give you counseling if a kid done that now because they can't have those bad feelings,
Oh, yeah, well.
But that's why because I got in trouble for peeing my pants, so I would take my pants off anywhere and go ahead and pee and then put my pants back on.
That's actually a pretty good idea. I mean, I kind of like that idea. If you got to go, you're going to get in trouble for it anyway. So just go ahead and do it and then put them back on. That way you're not walking around in pissy pants all day.
And then I was known as the little girl that run around the neighborhood naked. But I've done that on the side of the expressway and all. I'm not going to pee in my pants.
There you go.
I'll show my butt, but I'm not going to pee in my pants.
They'll see what they see, but I ain't peeing in my pants. That ain't happening.
Nope, that ain't going to happen.
So,
no.
since this episode is all about the embarrassing moments, tell us an embarrassing moment story.
My son got me the best present I've ever had in my life, and it's my Gus, my great doggy. Love him to death. When he was still a puppy, he wasn't 6, 7 months old. He'd went over into the neighbor's yard because there were some female dogs over there. Oh, he was probably closer to 9 months because he's a German Shepherd, so he was a bigger dog. And I go over the fence and I go to grab the dog, and the man and his son are standing outside. Yeah, we tried to catch him. We couldn't catch him. I was like, that's all right. I got him. So I pick the dog up and I go to throw him over the fence. My pants fall totally down. And I was not wearing underwear.
Commando. Well, that wasn't a good time to go commando.
No, and I think that I teased that I set them. I might have turned that man gay. I'm not sure. Because I'm an older lady now. It would have been fine in my 20s or 30s even. I'd even go the first part of my 40s. But 50s, it's a no-go. That's a whole nother animal right there.
He's probably sitting there thinking, if that's what it's all about, then I don't want no part of that.
Yeah. Daddy, I'm going to be a priest. Nope.
Yeah, it's time to go to the monastery. Time to go to the monastery. I ain't dealing with it. No, it's not going to happen.
I can laugh about it now, but I went ahead and I threw the dog and got him over the fence, and then I just bent down and smiled at him and pulled my pants off and walked off without saying a word. Yeah, they was my neighbors for a while too. That was funny. But I think about it now, it's probably pretty funny. But I was kind of embarrassed.
Did you figure out how to spell embarrassed?
Embarrassing, yes. I cannot spell words. Yes, I got it down.
Is that an embarrassing thing that you can't spell embarrassed?
Yes. That's probably the most embarrassing thing is to not be able to spell something or not know something that you should know. If somebody asks you, well, what continent is UK in? I should, I get embarrassed.
Well, no, wait a minute. Whoa. Since you brought that up. Okay. Is the UK in a continent? Because they're an island.
Yeah, they're considered in it. Yeah.
Are they? Well, I could see where they're considered part of Europe, the European continent, but they're on an island. So if they're part of the continent, then that means that what? Iceland is also part of a continent? I guess it is. Iceland's part of North America.
Uh,
Hmm.
see, now I'm
Hmm.
embarrassed. Thanks, Kenny. You embarrassed me. Trying to get
No,
concentrated.
no, you're not. You're not embarrassed.
No, I'm not. I forget a whole lot. I took 2 years of electrical wiring, and I still can't tell you nothing but AC/DC. But I knew all the stuff back then because I had to pass tests. But I can't remember none of it now. I should be able to do my own
Well,
lighting and all that stuff.
that's
But
more of memory. That's not. I mean,
yeah, I guess
that's just flat memory. I've told people I used to work in. I used to work on cars. I was electrical repair, and I used to tell people all the time, I've forgotten more about electronics than you'll ever know, and I have. I have forgotten so much, so
yeah,
much.
because that's what you took in vocational school was
Yeah, I took electronics
electronics.
in vocational school. I took it in college. I did it for years, and I've done it for years. I, I've forgotten so much about it. As a matter of fact, here lately, I've been working with Linux operating system on the computer, and I'm like, man, I've never worked with Linux before, but after working with it, I'm like, man, this is just like MS DOS back in the day, man.
The big old floppy disk,
Yeah,
right?
back in the day, back when you used MS DOS and you had command lines and all that other kind of stuff you had to do. I think some of the command lines are still the same. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's
I'm
something
really
else I
shocked
could
that
never
more
do.
people don't use Linux because Linux is free. You got to pay for Windows, but
Uh,
that's a technical thing. So yeah, we're talking about embarrassing moments. And see, I'm not embarrassed to be a geek. There's a lot of people out there that are nerds or geeks that are kind of embarrassed by it, but I'm not embarrassed by it.
no, it used to be more of a thing back in the day, I think, but now that's
Yeah,
I think
I see what you're saying.
that's
Back in the 70s and
yeah,
80s, it was more. If you were a geek
yeah.
or a
Because
nerd
like,
back
how many
then,
times did you try to smoke? How many times did you try to start smoking?
yeah, 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 you try to
So
do
I do.
all the cool stuff, as they call it. You know, you're smoking and you're drinking. Well, I will say that I drank a few things in my life, but anyway, smoking and
Yeah, and
stuff,
you used
and it's just like,
yeah, and you used to like Crystal Gale, and I remember hearing you listening to Crystal Gale, and everybody else was listening to Ozzy and everything. So that could have been embarrassing for you.
it could have been, but it wasn't because I was listening to what I
Okay.
wanted to listen to. It's just like I
There
like
you go.
ABBA. You know, a lot of people don't like ABBA. I like ABBA. Oh, hey.
I was forced to listen to that stuff.
And I think, and I've always said this, I think Karen Carpenter has the best voice.
Uh, yeah, I reckon. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say the best voice. No, no.
I do. I
I
think
think
I've
I
always
do.
said Karen Carpenter had a better. She definitely has a better voice than Anne Murray. But what? Why? Well, we really are getting random now. But we was talking about embarrassing
But
moments, and now we're talking about Anne Murray.
I got an embarrassing moment. I was in the
Oh.
fourth grade,
Fourth grade.
and we was doing a Christmas play, and I went to a private school with nuns, and they said, Rochelle, would you just move your mouth like you're singing because you cannot sing? And I was a child. And they told me that. And I remember I was just so happy. I was singing up on the housetop, click, 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 down to the. No, you move your mouth. And
so,
then as I
so
got
you wouldn't
older
go on
and
The
I tried
Voice,
to
is what you're
start
saying.
singing, it was you that told me, Shell, you have absolutely, what is it? You said it was, you are tone deaf.
Tone deaf. You might want to not
Tone deaf.
try to go on The Voice. You might not. It might not work for
Yeah,
you.
you said you can sing that one song by Blondie. If the glove or something about a glove, but
Something
she
about a
just sings it real
glove.
monotone. Yeah, so my singing had so I would never sing out loud, but now I just belt it out. Even the dog will start yelping and everything. When I sing "I Will Always Love You" at the top of my lungs, it doesn't
And the
matter.
dog is like, "Oh my God, woman,
Yes.
you're killing me.
Shut up. But
Shut
see, that
up.
don't embarrass me no more.
Shut up."
But them nuns
Do
were
you think?
mean.
Well, do you think the dog is embarrassed, or is he just annoyed?
No, I think it's hurting his ears and he's howling. It's kind of like when the tornado siren goes off, he'll howl.
I wonder, do animals feel embarrassment? And the reason why I bring this up is we used to have a cat. Rest in peace, Kitty. But anyway, we used to have a cat, and he would do things, and he'd be like he'd run across the driveway, and he'd go to jump on the porch, and he'd miss. He wouldn't get high
Yeah.
enough, and he'd face plant right in the side of the porch. He'd stop for a minute, and then he'd walk away like, I didn't see that. Y'all didn't see nothing.
I
Nothing.
think Gus does. I do think animals get embarrassed.
Nothing going on here. Well, keep moving. Move along. Move along.
Yeah, because Gus will do that when he goes to catch a ball, and if he misses it, I'll call him a loser, and he'll just turn his head and walk away, and he don't want to play no more. So there's something with that. I think he does get embarrassed, and he's fallen off into bed a few nights where he'll just roll over, and he ain't got that much room, where he thinks he's smaller than what he is. So yeah, I think they get embarrassed, especially if another dog or cat's watching them. I think that would really embarrass them.
Well, I don't think my dog gets embarrassed, but my cat used to.
Your dog don't act no way if it misses a ball.
No,
You don't mock it. You don't make fun of him.
no.
Make fun of her?
I just tell her you took your eye off the ball. But I don't make fun of her.
Oh, I make fun of Gus. He's L7 weenie loser. Yeah. Put that plaque up on your head, loser.
Yeah, no, I don't make fun of my dog.
Yeah.
I just tell her, you got to stay focused. You took your eye off the ball. That's why you missed it.
Making another overachiever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you should have made her lazy. My sister, my sister threw the ball, and I was like, I made my dog lazy from the beginning. He will do 2.5 laps, and then he's done. He doesn't want to play that game no more. He don't want to fetch.
It was definitely told, that you probably want to try to make your dog a lazy dog, which we didn't. And she's very active, very active.
Yeah. I told my old man that they still get up at 5:30 every morning just to get the dogs exercise in.
Actually, well, yeah, kind of, sort of true. We don't get up at 5:30, but we do get up at daylight. The dog will come in there and wake you up. Usually, the kids on the bus, the kids across the street, they get on the bus at 7:05. So usually, right about 7:00, she's waking us up because the kids are going to the bus.
Well, bless her heart.
But we don't get up at 4:30 anymore.
Gus up. Come on, Gus, get up.
The only time I get up at 5:00 is when I'm working the station. It's the only time I get up, 5:00.
Okay. Well, I'd be embarrassed about how energetic your dog is. I would be embarrassed about that.
What?
Because you don't have that energy.
No, I don't.
Your old lady don't have that energy.
No,
Well,
no.
she kind of does in the morning, but not in the evening. But yeah, I'd be embarrassed.
No, well, neither one of us have the energy that the dog has. But I guess that's a good thing because we could just sit. We've got her trained now that we don't have to do nothing. All you got to do is walk out there. Well, yeah, you got to move your arm because you got to throw the ball, but you don't have to chase anything. You just walk out there, sit down.
If it's too cold to go outside, too hot, or it's raining or something, all I gotta do is open the door and say, "Go, go, 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 go," and he'll run around 2.5 times, and then he comes back in.
No,
Yeah.
no. Well, I've sat outside and it's
squirrel, and he runs out.
I've sat outside at 5 below. I've sat outside at 100 degrees outside. The funny thing is being the type of dog she is, that Australian Shepherd mix in her, in the wintertime, It's 5 degrees below zero. She still wants to play. I don't care for snow on the ground, ice. She's out there playing. She loves it. But
Gus
when
does
it's
not
100
like the
degrees
cold.
outside, she's out there for 5 or 10 minutes. She's done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Gus
is more of a spring and a fall kind of dog. He don't like. He definitely does. You have to make him go out and pee when it's raining. He does not like the rain.
She don't either, but she will go out there.
Oh.
But she don't like it in the rain either.
No, not him. He's a character, but I talk to my dog so much because, all the kids are grown and out now. So I talk to my dog, and I've made him, in my head, his replies, I've made him such a smart aleck. We really get on each other's nerves now. He's like, come on, old lady, get up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the greatest gift ever, but it's probably my most embarrassing moment.
That was your most embarrassing moment.
That, and then one time I was riding my son when he had his Ninja Turtle bike, one of those, the very first bike you get a kid, real little, and I was riding it, and I kind of wrecked, went over the handlebars, and I got tangled in the bike, and I could not get out. That was embarrassing for me for some reason. And now that I think about it, it shouldn't even have mattered. Because the time that I was riding a bike before my crash, I looked good. Before the crash. But no, that was embarrassing. Then I put on a little weight one time and some kid yelled at me, Dexatrim will make you slim. But that made me lose weight.
Dexatrim.
That was embarrassing. Will make you slim.
Well, that's very talented. Dexatrim will make you slim.
Will make you slim. That was back in the day, yeah. But it's weird how something like that will stay with you, and it's embarrassing. Because I thought only I seen my muffin top, but it's not true. Other people can see it. Oh.
Well, that's where my philosophy comes into play. I really don't care.
I did the 10-year thing about problems, as far as if it doesn't matter in 10 years, it don't matter.
Right.
As far as problems. But I need to apply it to more things, yes. Yeah. So, and your philosophy is if it doesn't matter, it don't matter.
If it doesn't matter, if whatever you're faced with, if it doesn't matter in 10 years, it doesn't matter right now.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right. What else we got today?
Wow.
Just talking about that. Okay.
Yeah. That's not too bad. All right. So next week we got biggest surprises in life. You ready for that one? Biggest surprises?
I am. I've got one.
You got one?
Mom
okay.
was right about everything.
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have third episode. We got Mothman and Bat Squatch and Lucia the Thunderbird. So basically, we're going to talk about all of the fictional or non-fictional characters. And you notice we didn't put Bigfoot in there because Bigfoot's real.
I've got a Bigfoot update. Yes, I want to do some updates.
We'll do some Bigfoot updates. And then we have ghost stories. If you're listening out there and you've got a ghost story you'd like to tell, get with us. KenSnowStudio at gmail.com. Check us out.
Would like to hear them. Yeah, Very interested in this subject.
We like to hear that. You got an embarrassing moment you want to tell us about. We could change your name. We don't have to put you on, and you don't have to. It's not like you're going to be on telling this story. I know if it's an embarrassing moment, you don't want to go tell anybody, but tell us and we'll repeat it, and only you will know that it was you that was embarrassed. I think that'll work.
Embarrassing.
And then we have Ray. I think I'm dying over here. And then we have Ray coming in again. Ray was on our season episode finale last season, and he was started to tell us a story about the time he built a pontoon boat. Well, we didn't have enough time allotted out for that, so we definitely want to get him back in to have him tell us about this pontoon boat that he built, and I don't think it lived very long, but we'll see.
No, I think that could be in a hunting and fishing because I bet you he's got some stuff going on there. And we could even ask Mr. Yeti about those. I bet you he's got some embarrassing hunting moments, you know.
Mr. Yeti might have.
Guarantee you.
Mr. Yeti might have
Yeah,
something. He might have something going on.
yeah. But if a Bigfoot is embarrassed in the woods and nobody sees him, is he really embarrassed?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We'll have to ask that.
And then,
Right then.
now, of course, let's be honest with our listeners. We're not monetized, so we do this for nothing. But we've had some supporters who've inquired about how they can support us. And so we've decided that the beginning of this season that we would open a buy me a coffee account. So if you would like to support the random stupid shit, you can go on Buy Me a Coffee at and go to KenSnowStudio and send us whatever you want to do. I mean, buy us a cup of coffee. It's only like $1,
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
That's all I want out of life.
We definitely appreciate it. We give you a shout out, say, hey, thanks for shooting us some funds. We're not trying to set up funds. We're not trying to beg for anything. We just enjoy doing this. This is what we like to do. And if you get fun out of it, well then why not?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it. I would do it for free. I do it for free. Well, there you go.
Oh, well, all right. But I mean, to know that we've got listeners, I mean, in how many different continents now?
It's been a little bit since I checked, but the last time I checked, I know we had some listeners in New Zealand, I think it was.
Yes.
And we had
UK.
some. Let's see. Well, you know what? You know what? I could sit here and look. I can sit here and find out where we got listeners at.
But I find it all very interesting.
We got 17 followers now. We're building some followers. Switzerland.
1,700. Okay. Yeah.
Switzerland, Brazil, and New Zealand.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Switzerland.
Did somebody just be going through all the podcasts and say random stupid shit? Well, that sounds good. Those are our kind of people.
Yeah, that sounds like our kind of people right there. Random stupid shit. Man, they fit right in.
All righty.
So, yeah, that's where we got. So I just want to tell everybody about that. Give us a shout out. KenSnowStudios@gmail.com. We also have, I'm on Facebook if you want to look me up, KenSnowStudio. Instagram, KenSnowStudio. If you want to look me up. I just want to say that we got some good shows coming up for you. Shell's got some good ideas, and we're going to roll with them, and hopefully we entertain you, at least make you chuckle a couple times during the show. If I can make one person laugh, I've succeeded. There you go.
That's it. And with somebody that don't have embarrassing feelings, that didn't have no childhood stories, that didn't have no.
Yeah. If I can make you laugh, if I can
make anybody chuckle, that's good.
If I can make one person chuckle, that's a win for me. I mean, hey, I feel like I succeeded.
He believes.
I believe in Bigfoot.
In Bigfoot.
I do believe in Bigfoot. I believe he does exist.
Maybe this octopus shark guy. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I need to do some more research on that Lucia.
Yeah.
And we have a family member that lives in the Bahamas, and I've tried to get him to come on, but he doesn't want to be on the air. He doesn't like his voice on the air. And I told him, I said, people don't care. Come on. They want to hear your stories. But he was telling me that in the Bahamas, they have a creature called Lucia, and it's half octopus, half shark. And I'm like, okay.
I just would not want to run into that at all. No. The ocean scares me. I would not go on a cruise. I wouldn't do, no, that scares me because I know I'm not a strong swimmer. I can swim. That is an embarrassing moment
Uh-oh.
when we all got swimming lessons and they said, okay, we're going to see what you can do and we'll put you in groups A or B. And everybody done it. I was with both my sisters and one got put in A and then when I did it, they's like, all right, you're in a C group. We've never seen that before.
Well, oh boy, we've never seen
And
that
then when I
before.
had to graduate, you had to jump off the high dive, and I was scared to, so I'd always jump real close to the side so I could come right up and grab. I missed the water. I went half in the water and half on the concrete platform.
Well, that
Yeah,
wasn't good.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's probably
Mm-mm-mm.
why I can't bend all the way over right now.
That might be.
That probably had something to do with it. It started back then. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we end our show like we always do. You got our joke? You got a joke of the day for us?
I've got a joke for you. Why did the man fall down the well?
Why did the man fall down the well?
Because he couldn't see that well. All right.
All right.
One more.
One more.
One
Okay.
more.
Give him one more. Give him one more.
Went to the doctor and I said, I keep hearing this buzzing around my head. And the doctor says, it's okay. It's just a bug going around.
Oh, hey. The studio audience liked that one.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's just a bug.
Well, all right. Studio audience
What do you
like that
call
one.
a fly with no wings?
I don't know. What do you call a fly with no wings?
With no wings. A walk.
A walk. They didn't like that one. They didn't think it was.
All right. I should have stopped while I was
You
ahead.
should have stopped while you was ahead.
All
All
right.
right. So what's your saying? What's your saying you like to tell people?
You do you. This show, yeah. I'll talk to y'all next week. Peace out. About choked.
About choked on that
Almost died there. I had coffee out my nose. Wow.
Now that was
Okay.
was that an embarrassing moment?
No.
Okay.
I'll never see none of these people.
All right.
They
I'll
might
tell you
have
what.
crossed me,
Let's
and they don't know me.
Let's have Shell try that again. Give us your saying.
It's Shell, yeah. I'll see y'all later. You do you.
All right. As Shell just said, without the coffee coming out of her nose, you do you.
Or dying.
You do you. We'll do us, and we'll see you next week on Random Stupid Shit.